It is time, my friends, for the Sentinels Academy play their second game here against Esports. Results on their second game. And man, they look good, bro. Like, their first map wasn't easy, but the comeback was insane, bro.
The tail end of that agent select up next for sure, but Dip will be the first one to get blood this round. Ferbsa able to come back around to Arcade, and now it's a one-pronged attack, making Cubert Academy second-guess themselves with.
They have like a lot of experienced players with some good talent, bro.
At this stage, T-Dog though still a flash, and still that aftershock too. Sad. Will respread, prepare for the potential.
Knights used to play for rankers.
Yeah, Ferbsa is going to be the person right now to get that information. You're just watching from tower, spots them all out, so should at least be aware. And now you see Sad Esports, they're just going to anchor things out onto B. There is a little bit of a lurk from Benji, but given the fact that all that Cypher utility is still onto that A site, they'll have a pretty good idea of what's going on as, well, Sentinels are going to be rotating all the way over onto that A site.
Yeah, should get queued to this sooner rather than later, and Sad are already going to start backstepping through Canteen here to spawn. Get that alert sooner onto the drop wire, which Benji has placed nice and early here. Unsure of the presence, but with 20 seconds to go, it's pretty clear. Whole gang's here. They will disperse.
The dog still has everything.
Into main. Still some smokes active, though, so you're going to have to step out and retake this. Well, that's why T-Dog tried to dry clear, and now with the fault line active once more, it'll be Sad having to take this all together. Smokes fade away. Nismo will be the first line of contact outside of main as T-Dog again attempts to hide in this crevice, something he's oh so good at so far.
Oh my god, Nismo, you saved the day, bro. The OG, man. What a legend. I thought the guy was dead for sure, bro. He was holding his stand. But Nismo, the legend, he plays first now. Plays first now.
First with Nismo, this one shot. Does get half of the spike here. Benji keeping it nice and interesting, and Scuba can't get the headshots until now. Wrapped up, but no neat little bow.
Forwards, but this time around, Cubert, they're moving in nice and fast. Benji's spotting him out first.
Good trade, man.
Very ambitious peeks from Vents, but if you have Zerona downstairs, makes it a little more secure. Benji will escape with one gone on the attacking side, but now stands alone on a B site that Cubert ready to attack. Knights yet again alone, but can only peek one angle. That'll get taken down. Benji now refrag, but it takes Redux's ult. It also takes the entirety of B site. Cubert with the 3v3 now for the post plant. That being said, no util available for Nismo. Redux can only zone out for so long. Gotta play from way back, and look how far Scuba is, making sure there's no stragglers.
Here we go. The Sentinels are going to be back online, so they'll be able to get a little bit of space. Ferbsa,
I hope I don't miss that.
Has that flash stand. Here they go.
First flash out from Ferbsa. Still got one more in the tank to take this secondary angle on top of this stun. Scuba's going to start lining up that molly just to make some extra space intangible for Sad.
Good job, Nismo.
It'll work out pretty well. Nismo the first to poke out. Ferbsa finally counters that, but the angles are very limited, and so is time. Dip will extend onto Redux, but
well played, Scuba.
this frag,
Well
this
played,
molly from Scuba in
bro.
tandem.
Well played. There's no time. Huge round for Kobe, man.
Do both of the jobs.
It's the job at keeping that at bay, making sure that they're spreading out their players, and already it's very aggressive here.
Something we have seen
what?
Tejo comps in its early days, just pushing up with these salvos to guarantee yourself an entire lane. And Cubert will decide to continue fighting this. Why not? You've got the
man, I have pretty dog, bro. I like the guy. And also, I always say that, bro. But he has a YouTube channel where he sometimes make analysis. Professional games, man. Go check it out, bro. There's a lot to learn there.
On one forefront and Sad have control of the spike, and no doubt the round from here.
Yeah, I mean, it was just such a smart play from Sad on that defense. You use the salvos, you keep them out. Of course, we get to see Redux flying across, immediately just taken out, and that gives plenty of time for the Yoru to get that reposition.
The ability to take that off angle is something that Ferbsa truly excels at on the duelist position, and just these off positions in these solo spots, Sad just trusts him to take them
on. What a fast pace, bro. What a fast pace. I was editing.
So on this Yoru, and that's another spike dropped, isolated, and another Cubert member with so much that he has to get out of his sleeve if he wants a chance at this round. But with such an unstable economy, it's a question of
let's go,
Scuba can get out of this round.
We can do this, bro.
One more orb.
Yeah, and at this point too, given the fact that
this is gonna break the economy.
Just hold on to that rifle, stay alive. Please don't go across the ropes. We've seen that happen too many times where things go wrong. But what an excellent round from Sad.
I think he saved this, right? He's not going far for sure.
To use the salvo or no, Will on the plant. Guessed right, wasted some time. Cubert now forced to fight at least a little bit. And Redux, the one to try and get it started before Sad can think about it. They will punish. And now have a 5v4 on the retake. Plus that dimensional drift that Ferbsa will use to take over the vents. There's one. And he won't go any further. We'll head down to steps instead. Just put the Tay-hole towards the tower. You don't need to clear anything else. Now that you know one's there, you don't care how many more are. And Zerona now has free reign. The rest of Sad extends onto site. Cubert, the one place that was Tay-Ho ulted, is now the one place they get to reside. As Sad Esports will very safely get this defuse with smoke, player, anything but death in their way. Back away. Force Cubert to clear and re-clear Sad. Rocking chair back over to A site. Now comes the breakthrough. Salvo out again to play them back, and everyone's walking through doors, so Sad have easy entry to meet this fight the moment it starts. But Nismo is just better with the opening two.
Oh, gee, what a legend, bro.
And Cubert
Yo, last time that he played, he was
after
on fire,
meeting in the middle.
Okay.
That's
On this map, bro, he was on fire.
Yeah, you just walk right into the Cubert train,
performance.
just cycling around there. And you see Sad just go out one by one out of the smoke, just
still
trying to find an opportunity.
But
But given the number of crosshairs pointed at them as they walk through, Sad not able to find anything. Benji, the last person alive, trying to find a little bit more value out of this round. At least able to get one here, but now the position is going to be known. It's stunned up here, but looking to potentially drop out some more rifles, if not get a couple more ultimate orbs online.
Perhaps one more on the board here. Just so much double checking you have to do, and now that that one swing from Scuba has been revealed, Benji's going to get even more paranoid. Got to focus on it. No problem. Can at least take care of that one before he'll no doubt get timed out here. Indeed.
Already, utility going to be tossed in, so Sad should be aware that this is happening here. Redux going to be going in now, leading the spear as T-Dog gets set up to potentially use that ultimate when the retakers come in, but Benji just a little bit faster.
Waiting for the unload, and now it's Sad that have to
Knights! Oh my god, bro.
Knights has been watching. Finally, a moment for him.
Yo, that was nice.
Rolling Thunder to give him an easy
wants more.
dip, jumping back, still finds the shot. Scuba has to re-up for it.
This is on fire today, bro.
It should be pretty manageable for Cubert Academy here, especially considering the Ferbsa doesn't have access to any
They should
other
drop
right
this
now,
back to Scuba.
Yeah, I mean, Knights just absolutely popping off, making sure that Cubert is still in this match, and somehow Dip finds just the single bullet. The magnets were in it and takes Knights out. Ferbs are going to try this. Operator in hand. Might potentially just get that timing. Just misses it onto T-Dog. But look at the positioning of where Cubert Academy are.
Clear this! So Ferbsa gets an easy dry peek. Position now known, flash now used, decoy now out. Scuba still doesn't buckle. Molly in hand. And counting, knowing that Ferbsa still has that flash too. First tap on the spike. Does Scuba extend? Spots the hand! But Ferbsa's ready for it! And now he's got a rifle too! Scuba's so much more scared to the point
he lost. Not like
this. Not like this, no! Not like this!
Yeah, but that was tough for him, bro. That was tough. They should have dropped this pack to Scuba, man. For sure.
Cubert Academy out. This time around, Cubert Academy have already taken a lot of space. I imagine they're going to have a very easy plant here. And so Sad are just going to have to really focus on that retake. As soon as that spike goes down, Dip immediately trying to take a battle, but he's going to be overwhelmed shortly.
What a game by Ferbsa, man.
That leaves the spike yet again, so Cubert, they have to speed up the fight a little bit, and they have to send Knights through the tower, but he has spotted this dimensional drift entering Ferbsa, but can't lock down any shots against the players coming back from mid. Opening things up yet again.
Redux is one away from his ult.
Nismo, though, fires back in canteen.
Oh, I thought he did this again, bro.
Reconsider as well. Ferbsa will peek back through the stairs. Another smoke plopped down there, so that will force him to get through that smoke as well. Meanwhile, Scuba taking the zip down south to try to meet Ferbsa before this push is exacted, but only 23 seconds to go. And Ferbsa's ran like Buck, almost the perfect flick, but Scuba's ahead of it. Okay, and now it's a 3v2, but with only 17 seconds to go. Cubert have to make this work, and lightning fast. Out we go from the tower, onto the spike to get it planted. Rip Benji, the first one with a sight line, and the frag grenade along with that.
Oh, he can plant, he can plant.
Redux away. Barely enough time, though, and still an angle to get the spike down, but the immediate extension leads right into
Oh my god, this is so low, bro. One bullet.
Now 3 on the board, and in the 1v1 with 5 health to go. But no Molly, no stim. Just a tap, Nismo, the peek, and the miss.
Yeah, bro, what could he do? 5 HP.
The Brimstone for Sad here, giving him a 6th round.
Also, too, just satchel in. Here comes the flood.
Dip is just doing a fantastic job of staying safe, making sure that these salvos can be used at the very bitter end of this push. It is infuriating.
Oh my god, he was so blind, bro.
Walks right out to deal with two. There's the ult gone, there's the raise
That's
gone,
fucked
there's
up.
the push gone. Sad once again. Buffer up. And it's a smattering, not even on site.
1v4 situation, bro. That is no chance for the guy.
Feet and still being able to find the heads, but just such good protocols coming in from Sad. Now Cubert back onto a save. Ferbsa immediately flashed out a lot of heavy util from Cubert very early on, just to get a little bit of space. And this is why they're having such a hard time moving into sight. They've got nothing left to move in.
Well, now they have nothing at all. Nismo on that null command, immediately stopped by Benji, who is not on site any longer. Rest of Cubert can make that work, and while they can spray down Nismo, that does mean they have util again. That means Dip can light up a little bit. Cypher ultimate, that'll force the fight from Cubert. They'll just press this and try to get it done the good old-fashioned way. Does a good amount of damage, but still ahead is Sad, and now that Armageddon to deal with the tower. Sad much more secure in their current position with the spike continuing to tick down, but Scuba unfettered with that molly, and that's going to be a whole lot of time wasted by default. Sad have got to get in, and they've got to do it now. Ferbsa upstairs.
Ooh, Redux, ace. Get ace, bro.
Is there an ace on the
Yes, yes, there is an ace, bro. There is a fucking ace for Redux. Let's go,
Great way to end the half for Cubert Academy. A sliver of hope off of its front man. Press that trigger, just as Sad did on their attack. First out from Benji. Great hiding spot to catch Redux from behind. And Sad still have yet to move, waiting to see if anybody else gets as hungry as Redux did. And they're right, Nismo extends next. Ferbsa takes him down.
Man,
and Sad have already intricately woven together a tremendous pistol round, but Knights has taken the time to come around the tower. It's a peek that he misses, a crucial one at that, leaving him stranded alone on site. Scuba stuck alone in the smoke, but is good for two unwatched. After that fight concludes, Benji can luckily shut that down, though. And keep
Can he do it? Hey, dog? Is he the IGL, man? I think so, right?
Go Sad to get the spike down with all the security in the world. Make it around.
This boy's gone, bro. How can he win?
Their attack. They have to be a little bit more proactive.
Oh my god, that was risky.
These kills potentially get their advantage ready.
What's happening with the guns, bro?
Trying to hunt this one out.
This is so unorthodox, and Benji has more than enough room to skirt this. Nismo, it was to make sure you guaranteed the one, but they still lost one along the way, and now Tito is alone on this site. Can he do it all alone?
Okay, got Suda. That's pretty good. Reduction showstopper.
And the A push is locked down. Rest of Cubert, still a little bit of danger befalls them. The smoke will force Redux to stay put a little bit until he can let that ultimate go. And there goes Thuzy. So you've just got Dip alone in this smoke. Pretty obvious.
That was a good round, bro. Good round. Now, Sad is broke.
Nismo as well, just watching off of this off angle, that's going to completely surprise Sad. Redux's position could be good.
That will be good. We're pretty good.
No one to be early in on this orb. Nismo's choke covered, but Redux the one to swing, nice, and both members of Cubert Academy end up finding literally everything they were looking for.
Man, it's lagging a little bit.
This short little 1v1 with Thuzy. It won't be a 1v1 for long if Thuzy is able to kill Redux before going down. But luckily, that's probably all Sad will get to say this round. B stairs completely out. That's where Dip is. He's the only
Never know.
And the spike is on the other side of the bloody map with 30 seconds to go.
Dip gotta save this.
A little bit more information onto this site. There's a lot of trap wires here, though, so this could hopefully be some clean kills coming in from Cubert. That's what they want here if they can get any of them, but Orbital Strike ready to go in Scuba's hand. They're going to
showstopper and running thunder for Cubert.
Nice wall out to prevent the plant early on, but it doesn't facilitate a fight, as Cubert haven't guaranteed every angle yet. Redux still has to dry clear.
They can flood this.
From the drop.
Oh my goodness.
On sand, now a rolling thunder that Cubert are going to let fly into this site. I mean, they are letting no holds barred going into this fight.
Oh my god.
Everyone wearing their heart on their sleeve.
They had so many notes for this,
I mean, no
bro.
one's really hiding at that point, but Cubert.
Nismo has an excellent angle here, but
yeah, I don't see players holding that angle. Let's say for work.
Has to do a lot of the work here, so Nismo can continue to hold that fight down. Benji's gonna win that one actually on Dip, or on Dish, which will actually force the rest of Cubert back a moment, as the rest of that Dish push comes back over from North Spawn. But now come the ultimates and the connection into mid. Sad will extend before Cubert can. and take this to a 3v3. Spike planted, and Sad very much extended, and they've read this dish push. Gonna Teho ult it to force them back at least a bit, but it's a little earlier than one that would get Scuba. Still holding it down in mid. Benji can't win that fight. Stun nade onto Scuba. Not gonna walk around to this. There's too much of a fight to be had on site. The drop down from 2. Dip loses that.
Can he do it? Zerona?
One more flash left for this next fight. Scuba's able to dodge it, and now it's a 2v1 that should be handled pretty easily by these two veterans.
Oh, the shot of this.
Hubert walks up.
The shot is, bro.
The
GG.
one, but Redux finalizes with the shorty, and we'll have just about enough time for Cubert to take the win 13-9. It wasn't enough of the long game for Sad Esports, and thus it will not be enough of a game for them in general. They will have one more shot, but that's all they get. On Pearl, as Cubert Academy start their apparently blasphemously strong attack up this B lane. It's gonna be Scuba on top of these Astra smokes that again is just pushing to hell and back.
What?
Is that a raw salvo kill?
Solo killed the guy just like that?
Rough, man. Great start for Cubert here. As
nice.
What are you watching, bro?
Oh, peripherals, buddy. Not just on the desk, but in your vision too. Sad, luckily, are able to stay face at least a little bit on the front lines, but it's left down to a 3v3 that the entirety of Zad is not here for. Zerona, though, able to hold his own a decent bit of time. The KO Teo matchup has been really solid between these two initiators already, but it looks like Nismo will make about as heavy of an impact as he will fall next. Redux now on the far angle, the close. Leads to a 1v1 now after Tuzi gets the trade. Redux will win the swing war.
Every time.
Very slowly clear as Cubert continue to weigh their options, but this one looks to be the one with the most potential. That's why you see the A main push coming in too. The knife is going to suss out 2 members though. Okay. So we might have to reset all over again. Sad are going to converge on this. They might want to take the door fight now, and that's the perfect moment. Gun spotted. T-Dog and looking for more, but it's a 1v1 trade, in fact.
Bro, I hate playing against Vice
walk away from a little bit disappointed. Redux attempted push into Vice Util, but Knights falls on the other side, so you can't do it both ways. Redux now attempt number 2 on the push, but Tuzi's present in the flash will continue to stall him out. Cubert on site, what can they do? Nismo good for 2, and that might be the only breakthrough they need. Just enough time to get the spike down and just enough space to Cubert head back to lane. And with no smokes in tow, they can hold wherever they please. Zerona, knife available. We'll want to spike.
That's not a good plan for them.
Board of defense on the spike, along with a molly. Potentially suss out that lane presence beyond the column. That's why you see Zerona dry swinging all of these angles in Plaza. You can guarantee that one sight line he's got to focus. Salvo for the first one. Zerona steps in front of it, and Nismo will shut it down. The minority in the defaulting is for Cubert Academy, but they've already ascended past the default. They're already fully past Plaza.
Can you imagine? Oh, he hit the leg.
Overwhelmed on this operator. Astra or no in tow. Knights has got him locked down with the help of that Rolling Thunder, and the site is yet again.
Bro, that was crazy.
Cubert Academy is now 3 rifles to try and counteract it. Redux still somehow standing with 30 health points in the pool as well. Everybody from this team ready to go, and a Razorvine to stall out Benji.
Man, this 5v3 here. Low-key, I think they should save it.
Ready for the retake.
I wouldn't lie.
So much
that money is shit.
that Cubert still has to offer into the equation. Dip does find the off angle off of the Plaza to catch 1, but that is all he will catch. And so Sad still walk in with such bad disadvantage. Redux just flinging some knives.
5-0, and they're not stopping.
Meanwhile, we saw the rotation from Sad go on to B. They were well reinforced, but the fact that Furpsa dies makes it completely wide open. They've spread themselves.
What?
And actually, Sad, they come out on top with a weird little crossfire.
Yeah, perfect jump out from both Tuzi and Benji. Tuzi out for a third as well.
Oh, nice.
In the dry
spam him, bro.
Take care of Nismo. So Knights, 1v3. First clutch on camera? Nah, it's not gonna be. Up A lane. Do they expect this? It looks like they do with that smoke.
Hola.
Yeah. They know that Sad want to fight for this A presence,
Man,
but they don't know how many are here.
Created this.
Meanwhile, that art lurk starting to gain some traction.
Congratulations,
and Dip is going to have a lot to hold up against.
Is so nice.
There's that steel garden, but it actually doesn't cover Furpsa, so he's still kicking with this rifle, but now
I didn't even see that.
From Art, and that is going to completely shut down the push.
Bro,
On top
that's
of the
beautiful.
Divide, so no one from Sad can skirt through the back. It'll be as clean as a whistle. Cubert up 4-3 on the retake, and Dip is right up
cooking here on
close
this map,
personal
bro.
with this divide to get things started. Sad will take this fight sooner rather than later, especially with the cosmic divide of their own.
Man, they play against
Starting by taking
Astra and
entirety of the
Tejo.
site. Now
After
you
they
just gotta
both
deal with the
split
rest to Steel Guardian.
Even Vice,
on
bro.
top
That
of
shit
it.
lasts
Will
forever.
hopefully suffice. Redux with the shorty. Oh, might not need it. Doesn't land the shots, and he's got to run away.
Yeah, but they go half.
First Nova. First Salvo. First half of the spike taking Tuzi safely on the cosmic divide, and it'll force a swing. Good.
7 bundle. Every day, bro. Every day.
It's a whole
Opportunity for a spray down.
They want to continue to punish the places they think that Sad may have forgotten or missed. That's why they've planted Redux still on this A main, despite the very full frontal push into full-on CT. This is so brazen. And it does leave Dip a little bit available for one, but that's all he'll get. Rest of A side
This is gonna
taken
destroy
over
their
by
economy, bro.
Cubert. Benji Shearer will actually get to divert some members of Cubert, but
Big fight. They're
they'll
playing
just
so
turn it
well,
into a
man.
one-for-one trade as no other member is available. Ferbsa finally
Yeah, he would
skid
try,
around
but
back over, but it's a little too late, unfortunately.
I like the save. I
99
like
times
the
out of
save.
100,
I respect
Ferbsa
that, bro.
will
It's
say,
a smart
"I'll take
decision to take.
Tucking themselves away, just completely flexing on Sad.
Yeah, they don't even need to look at any other position here. They understand how little is here. They understand how much they
Okay,
can
okay.
connect
Go
onto
his.
this. The fragment will stop Redux's reign of
Oh
terror.
my- Yo, this lagging is
The rest
pissing
of
me
you
off,
just
bro.
gonna Extend onto this. Knights find a stupid shot. Knights finds an easy shot. Knights finds 2 kills to make Cubert turn this round to a triviality. Why don't we
Man,
hand this guy
this
a
is
couple
just
more? Let this
domination,
kid
bro.
get his hands dirty on his first match on stream.
No
I'm so
chance for
glad
Sad.
that
This is going to be really tough for Benji.
Everybody's in it once. The one Razor Vine is going to massively slow down Cubert's bottom line, which is all of the site, but they're happy with some. Redux sweeps in,
Oh my
sweeps away
god,
Benji,
dude. They got
and from there,
destroyed,
I
bro.
mean, it's already gatekeeping. Ferbsa will
Okay,
step
nice
in
tap.
and catch Scuba. Lack
Bro,
of
Red
a
Dex
little
is a
bit
VCT player,
overextended,
man.
a little
This
bit
Asian
overextended
thing is
there,
shit.
I may say. Sad. Now, got their work cut out for him. 2 Guardians in tow make it 1 as Ferbsa will grab the Vandal. The Steel Garden once again to just force them to stay away, but doesn't catch everybody, so Sad will waltz back in. Redux and T-Dog have the back line locked down, though, so that will be just about all she
Man.
wrote. They're definitely watching this. They don't have util to counteract.
This thing is
Time
looking so good, bro.
is very
Okay,
much
they're looking too
nigh,
good.
and Dip is very much alone at this point.
Concentrate.
So it will be 11-1 attack.
Then they really got to pry that thing open if they want to pull back in this map.
T-Dog is that.
But they always start with the
leg.
pistol, bro. They
Attack
always start
will
with the
shut
pistol.
down handedly.
Round by round.
Knights understanding the presence will take a step back here. Let's see how the ubiquity of
But the
Vice
way the two
affects
things are playing,
Cubert's
bro,
defense
I
here.
don't see them coming back
And
here.
first swing out from the back line is good for 1, gives enough time for Redux to extend as well.
Okay,
Good
scoop
for
on the
1 for
flank
him
already.
too, keeping this nice and even at 3. Sad still get the spike down though, just
Oh
in time
my
for Scuba to make
goodness.
his
Oh my
flank
goodness.
back. A little too late for the shots, and now Tuzi's staring him down. Easy
saw him.
headshot on the Ghost. Good start for Sad. Now, the sheer to prevent Redux from engaging without committing forces to wait for Nismo, who does have some salvos up to make this fight a little more interesting. Gives away the position for it, and so Tuzi quickly shuts that down. It's just going to be Redux who steps out.
Out on that last map, but Cubert Academy, they find a couple of key kills here, really turn things around, and they're already going exploring, making sure to pick up that ultimate orb. They're still playing Honest Valor.
Big flash out here, entrance into the smoke. Redux is going to try and take it over, but fails. Still a 1-for-1, and Nismo is still standing. Stunned, though. Also traded away. Sad, minimizing collateral this time. Now T-Dog, the one on the ticket. Benji, perfect swing on the flash. And Sad, currently crossing T's, dotting I's, making things look nice and clean. Still not out of the woods, though. 3v2 as Cubert attempt to renegotiate
What the
where
fuck?
they'll head to. Scuba's
that your clone?
board might have a rock in it.
Hate those darn rocks.
Oh my. Another tech
Already
pause
cleaned my
coming.
keyboard enough.
No,
Rock
bro.
in there.
Nice,
On the
lock
first
in,
map,
dude, I
bro.
guess.
The tech pause took like an hour.
You got a 3v1 here, man. What if Scuba just left and was like, here, give it a try. We have a couple rounds. See what you can do.
30 seconds left.
We don't want this to listen. We had a long tech pause. We gotta get those guys a little bit more Valorant in
He's
their
back, he's
pocket.
back, he's back.
Well, Knights is going to have to fight this by himself. Scuba
Okay, that's
is
good,
a
that's
little
good.
out of the picture. Oh, he's back. Okay,
Reconnected.
just as Knights is able to get actually a kill.
Man, Knights
try
was the main
with
club,
no
no?
help, and get out completely scot-free. So actually, this is very much doable. Smoke cycled through. Tuzi will have one more available to him. Dip expecting a flank at this point with how inactive Scuba was being.
Nowhere to run.
First tap. Hunter's Fury for Dip.
Time solo.
Scoping. One more on the tap. Okay, cycle's gone. Now you really engage the fight. Really hard to engage with this man. Knights is gonna try to, but yeah, just so many. That was really tight. I don't know how aware Dip is of this, but Redux, I mean, he's gonna check it regardless. Or is he? Oh, he's not! Redux for free!
Yeah,
That is
was
a
a free
tragic angle that the Owl no doubt missed.
People are getting that space a lot, man, so you kind of have to expect. At least
At
throw on
least
the
able
spot
to take
something.
a lot of the space on
Gotta
mid.
clear that some way.
Spots out the shear. This is what's so annoying about
Like,
the
that
Vice
is not
game.
good.
I'm glad that we can actually talk about it now because it's not just Cubert rolling over Sad, but
Oh my,
so that
oh
we can
my.
fully push in onto the site. Being able to at least secure that first kill is a bit more confidence in moving in. Once Tuzi goes over, that's a committal. And Sad will be able to get the spike down here. It's going to be a 4v4 retake, but keep in mind the Armageddon actually gets used and completely misses.
Oh, the salvo right on top of the planet.
What the fuck?
Played
He won
just
the round?
enough, but they got
He won the round, bro.
A little messy, but Nismo still
What a fucking legend.
checking for him. There's no time.
Wasn't he blind there?
Sad completely walled away.
What the fuck?
Slow things down. They're like more annoying than Sage slow orbs, and there it is, the engagement underway.
First attempt here from Sad to get on the Razor Vines will limit their activity, but they're still able to get inside the pocket, and T-Dog has already given away his position quite early here, so we'll have to just straight up util dump. We'll try to spray on his Arona as well. Does a good job of it, but now the Steel Garden is what carries the rest of Cubert's counter push, and it should do the rest of the job. Sad Esports are going to put everything on the table here for this push.
Bro, what a crazy round, and this leg is shit, man.
That's 3 from the Sova that saves Sad. A fragile tower that Sad Esports continues to be one piece gone, and it's curtains for the match. Zerona posted up on site for Cubert's entryway, an updraft from Redux to scout, but it won't do much more than give Sad an excuse to start praying and spraying. Knights entryway from the back. Redux picks up one in art as well, and Cubert continue to make even these eco rounds nightmarishly difficult to hold on to economy for.
Bro,
Double back, we'll try again to re-up on the
what is he
1v2 against
doing?
Dip, and Knights is just so lit up right now. Perfect time to be. Tuzi will try to get ahead of the button. With 18 seconds to go, he still has Spike in hand and can't finalize until the site's been totally cleared. There's 10 seconds.
Bro, he made noise, he made noise.
And everybody's gone.
Go.
Cubert's re-navigated over to
Bro, they
at this
just
point.
got
This
to
is
save
so
the point. Just
beautifully woven.
Redux.
And
You
they're
go,
able
you
to
go, you
hold
go.
on to this as the pressure subsides.
What a throw, bro! GG!
And there is that instability, the one round of it that Cubert needed to supersede and make that Pearl scoreboard look as good as they wanted it to last time they played on it. A fundamental difference leads Cubert Academy to a 2-0 record now in the Swiss.